Chris John for KaijuPop.com, and this is a very brief look at the vanishing of Ethan Carter, previously on PC, of course. Just recently, about a week or so ago, came out on PS4 in slightly visually improved, in a static sense, fashion. A little bit hitchy if you're particularly sort of keen on technical differences. A few little screen tears and frame rate stutters on this new version, but not that would really badly affect things. So yes, we're not going to see too much of this because I don't want to give too much away. Also, this is the first time I'm covering this part of the game, so I might get a little bit lost, and I guess we'll just go until I get lost, basically. So this is fairly early on in the game. I've just sort of come down from this beach up here, and everything sort of took a little bit of a left turn at the traffic lights, so to speak, and just got a little bit weird, and I'm expecting more weirdness to go. This is one of those games that some people are trying to coin as FPX, like first person experience or first person exploration, and I find that term hideously cringeworthy, so I'm just going to call it what it is. It's an adventure game. Except with, in first person with twin sticks to walk and look and shit. And basically, the titular Ethan Carter is a missing child, or it seems to be a child or a teen, and he's sent you, the player character, a letter, kind of detailing some freaky goings on around here. So it's kind of up to you to figure stuff out. You're a detective or some sort of paranormal investigator, and it's a lot of combing the environment, sort of inch by inch, looking for clues about this sort of strange forest that you're in. Memories, predominantly memories of this kid Ethan that you're picking up, and then either reading notes on, or in some cases playing through, when everything goes a little bit weird. It's pretty cool so far. It certainly got... Oh, hello.
That was part of a pattern. Large pieces of this country were thrown away, doomed to become, and then remain, the worst versions of themselves. Beneath all that rock, dark things grow.
Ooh. Ooh. Can I fall off this? Yeah, I don't think there's an invisible wall on that, so I don't want to fall off there just yet. Yeah, it's very much a game for the completionist so far, those that scour every bit, because you're kind of tracking down clues and little things, and like there are parts of the scenery that if you touch upon them, then they give you a little bit of insight into an area, or they trigger a flashback or something like that, and gain you little bits of this story, just of this weird place. There's a vague sort of suspense. Somebody've come across one corpse already, so there is that, and it's kind of, I'm not sure, I don't think, because I've basically avoided coverage of Ethan Carter always since the beginning, because I thought, oh, this looks interesting, I'd like to play this one day. So a lot of it's a surprise to me. Thus far, there's been traps and stuff that give a couple of jump scares, but I'm not exactly sure that this is a horror, wouldn't call it a horror game per se. And it seems like the game wants me to go down here, so... no, there is an invisible wall here, so you kind of have to figure that out. A lot of the game so far is kind of essentially, and again, this is very early on, but like this narrow path through the forest. It seems in places like it's less linear than it is, like you have these branching forks off, but it really is like a methodical sweep left to right from the main road seems to do the trick. But yeah, I don't think it's a case of worrying about dying or anything like that. but there's definitely sort of creepy things and a sinister note to everything so far, which is interesting, a little bit, not totally scary, but you know, it's definitely got its dark edge to this world. Running through here, so I don't want to go across the bridge just yet. I just want to see if there's anything out here to trigger first. But it really does seem like it wants us to head over there, because that way lays civilization, houses and stuff. I mean, I'm really glad this this sort of first-person adventure game has been the domain of PCs for so long, you know, with Gone Home and things like that, and it very sadly the console version of Gone Home got cancelled. But it is cool to see this, and you know, some of the other sort of parts of the genre, like Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, of course, in the PSN Play sale, and we've got a whole bunch of other games akin to this one that are coming to consoles now, which is good. It's this, I think, different from what I understand Gone Home is. It isn't simply about walking. There are puzzles to be solved here and there. So far, very, very, very simple puzzles.
I've seen every version of people hurting each other, hurting themselves. We blame it on compulsion, selfishness, madness. I suppose the idea is, if you name a thing, you can control it. There are things in this world that cannot be named.
I mean, it all but, because when you come across anything of import, there's like a flashback or text popping on the screen, and so far, again, as I said, like, this is about, I don't know, I would say less than an hour into the game. It all but knocks you on the head and gives you the answer to a particular problem. So it does want you to get through the game, as opposed to being stumped thus far. And, you know, I mean, that's fine for what it is. You know, for what the game's trying to do. It's certainly a really good looking game. This is running on Unreal Engine 4, certainly this version is. I don't know whether the PC version, the original PC version did, or whether that's just for the console version that's on UE4. It seems like our paths diverging into 2 or 3 different options here. I'm going to go up to the hill. Other games that have been in UE4 on PS4 really haven't performed well. There was Ether 1, which was an absolute disaster of a PlayStation 4 port. And there was one horror game that wasn't particularly well received. And technically, it seems there are technical issues with getting UE4 running nicely on the PS4. Possibly Xbox One as well, I don't know. Not owning one. Definitely don't want to fall down here. Thankfully there's an invisible wall to stop me from doing that. I bet I'm going to wind up all the way down there eventually. Yeah, and here, I mean, it's, as I said, it's not bad. I think, like, if you're watching this, then you will kind of see a few times where the frame rate dips a little bit, or where the screen tears, but it's competent, and it definitely looks really good. Let's have a look at this. I invoke the boneless one, the one of voids, destroyer of ships, and here is feared by the winds. Hear me, great master Folklore. I wish to make a pact with you to confound my enemies and protect my possessions. Use the door of confusion to cloud their judgment. Seal the path with falsity and guile, and permit only those who can discern every true interior to pass. And some Latin stuff. That might be a hint down there. But, yeah, you can just read the text there if you want. If you find everybody's handwriting to be difficult. And then you get a little flash of, whoa, holy moly. Yeah, sometimes when you pick up a note, something weird happens. Something weird's happening here, folks. Dare I enter the spooky door? I dare to enter the spooky door. Oh, there's another spooky door there. Oh, there's another spooky door. How many spooky doors dare I go down? Oh, every door is spooky. Oh no. Let's go to the Upper spooky, no. Let's go to the upmost spooky door. Yeah, so there's an aspect of, is this town or is this location genuinely fucking with your head, or is it a case of you sort of entering Ethan Carter's imagination and his swap. Oh wow, weird. Huh. Okay. Cool. There's a little sort of puzzle mechanic going on here. So I mean, it is more involved than it first appears, and it seems now we're back to where we started, perhaps. Yeah, I think that's where we came in, right? Let's go back up to the top and choose a different thing to merge into here. I mean, it's deliberately vague. There's a note at the start, just at the start of the game. Oh, so it seems like, okay. I think what I'm trying to do is put all the rooms back where they should be, in order to stop me from looping around. So maybe that should be here, maybe? That's wrong. Okay, so I got a red flash there, I think, to indicate, hey, you just did this wrong. You done screwed up, and now I'm back where we started. So, okay. Put that back, and then that's going to happen. Right. It seems, yeah, it seems like I've got to put all of these rooms in order where they should be, I think. So if we go that, there, this needs to be that room, which is correct. So you get a little bit of a flash of the screen there to say, hey, you did it, you put that in the right place, and you get a red flash when you do it wrong, it seems. That, okay, let's see, this one, and this one. This seems right, given where the edge of the house is. Oh no, but it goes on for further, so maybe this one, maybe that one. That looks kind of right? Kind of interesting, sort of gauging how big. Yes, that was correct. How big each scene is. That's kind of an interesting. Oh, that can't be right, because that's upstairs. So that's not right either. There wouldn't be a window there. That's not right. That could theoretically be right. There we go. Yeah, it's an interesting little puzzle that we're getting through here. So it is. The people that you know, tend to whinge about things not being games, this is maybe the sort of first person explore them up for you, because it does seem fairly involved and fairly cognitive. That doesn't look right. That maybe that's not right, because that's at the top. I'm trying to gauge with the windows. Probably this one. Get at this. I don't know whether I'm actually doing what I should be doing, but it seems like I'm getting positive feedback for doing it. So, where are we here? So maybe here you'd want a really tiny room, right? Yeah, like that. Oh, was that a red flash, or was that the flash of the... sun? That's right, okay. So that's... tiny room there, so you don't want that window right there. That can't be right. That can't be right. Yes? No, I got it wrong. Shit. Where should I be then? Go back out. And there is like this feeling that it's pretty non-linear, so it is kind of then you figure stuff out for yourself. So another room there. That looks like it could be right. That can't. That wouldn't be right. Yes. Shit! I'm on a bad streak. You don't want to go back through there because I'm going to take you to the start, I think. Okay. No, that is the start. Okay. Let's go back out. Oh, either way. Okay. Alright. Either way. Okay. Hopefully, it isn't going to make me do it all again. Right? What's wrong? I think I have done this before. That's frustrating. That's wrong. That might be right. Yeah, I'm kind of like a little bit more uncaring and less careful about doing this because it seems like it's just resetting every time. That could be, but no. Something with those windows are too close. There wouldn't be a room right there. Yeah. I'll get it right one of these days, honestly. Oh, was this one with the super narrow corridor? I think it was. Yeah. Okay, great. There's just a little box room here. And then I think this was where we went wrong before, wasn't it? Could be right in theory. Yes! Yay, I think I did it. I think. There's nothing else here. I probably got this before, right? So, now what? Which way, Ethan Carter? Which way? Where are you, Ethan Carter? Where have you gone? Disappeared. Oh. We all got this part right now? Okay. It was this, right? Yes. So that's done. I think we must have done every floor now. I don't know. There's a feeling as well that I don't necessarily have to be doing this. Because, yeah, as I said, it kind of feels and is laid out in kind of an open space. So, I mean, it is just kind of very pressure-free going through flicking through this world. That is not correct, is it? That can't be right. That can. Yes. Oh man, there's a ton to do in here. Jeez. There's another one over there. Crap. I don't have that much time, you know. That's that far wall. That's wrong. That is also wrong. I'm going to this one, which is correct. Two more to do, hopefully. And it's really interesting to sort of consider these different spaces and put this house together. It at once feels annoyingly menial and shit, quite interesting at the same time. And that's not right, because this does too close together. That's I don't know, man. See, that house isn't that big, surely, for there to be a door right there. Yes! Took a chance on that one. Right. So, last door. Last spooky door. No more spooky doors. Here we go. That's wrong. That is wrong. I did it. I've done it. I've done all the rooms. I've done all your spooky rooms. Wait. Wait, what? Ooh, okay. Hey, now we're getting somewhere. Alright. So I can read this book. The magician once lived inside. So these are like, you find these handwritten stories which Ethan Carter has written. And they give you a little bit more insight into his head. People from the village came to the magician's house and demanded they share his potions with him. We want to see the future too, they told him, but the magician said no. People from the village grew angry and burned the magician's house, but the magician knew this would happen. He'd already cast a spell in his potion room. The house burned, but the room didn't. The people from the valley waited. So we're venturing into his stories. There was one earlier on about like a spaceman and everything goes into space and it's all really weird. But here we've... So these kind of hints of, you know, Ethan Carter being in an abusive childhood, and like then these, you know, these parts where the stories he's writing are actually influencing the world in a way. So there you go, and then there was actually a fire. In that place, which ties into the story. And there you go. So the magician was making moonshine in a way. Yay! So I did the thing, and you get a little trophy, and then that's that house. And it's just, yeah, I've uncovered just a little bit more about this place and about this story, and didn't have to, but it's like the more you sort of figure out, then the more sort of, I don't know, the more sort of endeared you are, or I am, to this place. So yeah, I really like this so far, and there's still a fair bit to cover, but you can probably eventually read more of my thoughts on Vanishing of Ethan Carter on kaijupop.com, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Technically, I don't know whether, you know, it depends on how finicky you are about frame rates, but I mean, this is an adventure game at the end of the day, so it's not too much of a big deal in my book that there's occasional screen tears or frame rate hitching. You know, because the narrative is what's important, and the narrative is super interesting here. So yeah, there you go. Vanishing of Ethan Carter is out on PS4 right now, as well as PC. Chris John for KaijuPop.com. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.